Alright everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. In this video I'm going to be talking about the great GShock bubble of 2018. Now, in case you're not aware, Casio introduced a new stainless steel GShock all metal 2018, and people have gone crazy over it. Me one of them. When they launched this thing, they launched it at a price point of around $500. So let's take a look at this and see what happened here. They launched a stainless steel one, and they also launched a gold, I guess gold toe one, gold plated one. Obviously, I mean, it's not solid gold. Hope nobody thinks that. They have subsequently came out with a stainless steel and resin model and a gold and resin model, which was very smart on their part because this bracelet looks like it may be prone to scratching, and this gives you the look of the stainless steel watch, but you know, the practicality of having a resin bracelet. The one that I want to focus on is the stainless steel model, which is the GMW-B5000. And I'm really interested in this watch because as far as G-Shocks goes, this is going to give me everything that you got here. So it's got Bluetooth built into it and an app on your phone. So that means you could do a lot of things easily. You can set the time zone, wake up timer, so forth and so on, instead of using the buttons on this watch, which are famously small and known as being, you know, maybe not the easiest to work with. Because it's got the app on it, you can use the watch to find your phone, right? Say you don't know where your phone is, you can use the watch to find out where it is. It's got all the usual features of G-Shock. It's shock resistant, 200-meter water resistance, and it's also tough solar. So depending on your application, like if you're outside a lot, I mean, you may not ever even need to charge this watch. Really good value. I mean, 500, way pushing it for a G-Shock, but hey, it's first of its kind. Why not? I'm interested in getting this watch. When the watch came out, I noticed that it was pretty much impossible to get at retail. So decided I'm going to just sit back and chill and see what happens. So the whole point of this video is not to do a review of this watch because there's tons of them on the internet, but I really want to just talk about the pricing here and just do the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding of the approach I'm taking on this watch here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the data. Now I pulled this data from eBay, and this is basically final value sales from May through July 2018. These aren't, you know, what people listed them for. These is what they actually sold for. Now, of course, you know, there's some manipulation there, right? Maybe it's a shell bidder. One guy has two accounts, so he buys the watch with the other account, you know, to inflate the price. Who knows? I don't know. But we got to assume that these are pretty much legit prices. So let's do the knowledge on here. This is what this tells us. This tells us that when the watch came out, the stainless steel watch designated by the black line with a retail price of $500 has consistently sold well above that, right? Let's say 50% above that. The gold watch, I think it was either 700 or 750, has pretty much hovered right around 1,000, right? So that's still about 50%. So those are two consistent. Both models are selling for about 50% above what the retail market is, right? Okay, I see a couple things also on here. I see some spikes at the beginning, which tells me that when people started first selling these things, they didn't really know what the market price was. So this is the market finding itself. You see one real high and one real low. I see both for the gold model and the stainless steel. Okay, so that's the knowledge on that. Now, here's the wisdom, right? So based upon that knowledge, I'm looking at this. The wisdom is that, oh, if you look at over these 3 months here, May, June, July, you don't see it going up, right? It actually seems to be maybe falling a little bit. So now that I got the knowledge and the wisdom, let's go ahead and do the understanding on this. Let's go ahead and take a look at this other chart that I put together. Now this chart here is the same data, but just put it on some trend lines here to see what the trend is. And sure enough, just like I was thinking, it looks like the trend for both of these watches is, although they're solid, seem to be falling a little bit. Now, all you math people, I'm sure if we wanted to, we could get the derivative and use some calculus to find out, you know, what the rate of decay is and all that other type of stuff there. But let's just say, looking at it eyeball, we could tell that the prices is falling. So the understanding tells me that probably what I need to do if I want to get this watch at retail or below is probably wait, right? I'm obviously not going to buy now, or probably in the next 3 months, because at the rate that this is falling, doesn't look like it's going to be getting back down to the original retail prices of 500. So I'll make a follow-up video maybe in a couple months, and we'll look at August, September, October, see where it is. But my prediction here is that it'll probably be, I don't know, I mean, maybe after the new year before this gets down to under 500. Now, I'm not paying more than 500 for this watch. Here's why. Because this is the definition of a mass-produced item. I'm fine with it going for what it's going now. If I had one, I'd be trying to sell it also. But this is something that I can definitely wait for. They're not going to have any problems making stainless steel G-Shocks, right, with computer chips in them. That's just, there's not going to be a shortage of that. The gold one, that's a limited one, right? So yeah, they're not making any more of those. Great. It's not really my style anyway. The stainless steel one is the way that I would go with. And the funny thing is, probably when I get this, I want the all stainless steel bracelet, but I'm probably never going to wear it on the stainless steel bracelet. I'm probably going to get a resin bracelet for it, use that on a daily basis, and then, you know, if I ever want to sell it, put the new bracelet back on there. So that's just my thinking on this whole thing. The GShock price bubble of 2018. Did the knowledge, got the wisdom, then I showed you the understanding. Thanks for watching.